Hey gamers, I am Snake7. How are we all doing, guys? Been a very busy week for me, so lucky I got this video up, so this will probably be the only video I do this week. But how can I miss out on another episode of Man vs Master System? So guys, you know the drill. Another 10 games to add to the growing collection, and these are games 121 to 130. So let's crack on, guys. Right, game 121. Now, this is a classic board game that's been transferred onto the console version. A lot of different variants of this game on different consoles and PC, but this is obviously the Master System version, and it is the classic Monopoly. Straightforward board game. I'm assuming a majority of us have played this game once in our life. Obviously, a top-down board game where you obviously got to buy properties and then clean up and then take everybody's money off them. But on the back it reads, welcome to the original real estate trading game, where everything brings you the same action, fun and excitement as the Monopoly board game. Sweet to the point, but it's true. It's just exactly the same as the original board game, but on the console version. Now obviously you got your screenshots there where you got the board, and it does add the animations of your characters or your pieces that move when you throw the dice, sort of thing. But classic board game, one of my favourites to be honest, and this one has a battery backup RAM in it, so you can obviously save the game at any progress, I'm assuming. So there's 121, guys. That's Monopoly. 122. I've got another couple of early release titles in this little selection this week, and this is one of the great collection. You'll understand what I mean when you see. But I've nearly got all of these now, I think. I'll have to check after this video, but right, 122, guys, is Great Golf, and it is what it says on the tin, Great Golf. Typical golf game. Looks a very leaderboard style of gameplay, to be honest, but the synthesis is quite huge as per usual, but I'm going to attempt to read it, so bear with me. Keep your head down, eyes on the ball, grip the club firmly and swing. Welcome to the Sega Masters Tournament, where you need to play better than par if you want to win. So tee up for some real fun, and remember to play with caution. The championship course has been groomed for truly competitive challenge. 18 holes full of rough, bunkers and water hazards will put your nerves to the test. But do not worry, you've got some clever moves to meet the challenge of the dogleg fairway or a tricky green, so go for the sneaky slice or the hard hook to outplay the rest. Winner takes all. Need to say more, it's a golf game and you've got to basically beat everybody else. But as I say, one of the early golf games on the system, and as I say, it does look very familiar to the type of leaderboard style of gameplay. But yet another great game to the collection. As I say, I've nearly finished these lots, so I'll have to check afterwards, but there you go. That's, now I've lost count because I've been doing too much talking. 122, guys. Great Golf. 123. One of these days, Craig, I'm going to disappoint you, and I'm going to actually get through this without losing count. Right, 123. Yet another great game to the collection, and it is Great Baseball. Is what it says on the tin. Great Baseball. Typical baseball game. Played one baseball game. Realistically, you played them all. But as it says on the back, every play in the major league is brought to you to this diamond. So pitch, swing, steal bases like the pros. Play ball. Simple to the point yet again. This is going to be a short episode. But as I say, yeah, another one to the great collection. And another nice little, I just love the original covers. I mentioned this last week, but yeah, really like the simplistic covers. Straight to the point, you know exactly what you're playing. That's 123, guys. That is Great Baseball. 124, now moving up to a little bit better games. This is a Disney game, and a nice little platformer. And the good thing about Disney games is, whatever system they're on, they're always really good graphics, and they do put effort into the games. And this is a nice little game. It is The Jungle Book. As I say, nice little platformer. This one's got 11 levels. Follows, obviously, the Jungle Book Disney film. But it says on the back with small writing, so I just might be able to read this. Get down to the bare necessities of life and escort Mowgli through the jungle to safety to the human village. Fight boggle-eyed snakes, Kia. Defeat the Shere Khan, the hungry tiger, in this exciting adventure based on the Disney classic It'll Drive You Ape Crazy. Okay, but that's it, guys. It's 11 levels of platform action. Escape the jungle, beat the main kind of boss characters from the film itself, and get yourself back to the village. It's as simple as that. But nice little graphical adventure, especially, as I say, because all Disney games tend to be graphically quite good and do play quite well. So that's 123, 124. See, I'm just going to keep this up. That's 124, guys. That is the Jungle Book. 125, 125. Right, 125. I only got this the weekend, and I do like the look of it. I have played it, and it's quite a blooming tough game, to be honest with you. Nice little top-down adventure, and it is called Aztec Adventure. And as I say, it's not a bad little game. It's obviously, as I say, it's a top-down adventure where you've got to make your way through. It's technically like a maze, but you've got obstacles to pass, creatures to kill, and you've got different weapons to select to use against these creatures, sort of thing. So, let's say, tough little cookie, but it says on the back, welcome to the land of the ancient Aztecs, where the money talks and all the enemies can be bought. Your objectives: reach the Aztec paradise, where the tokens of wealth and happiness await. So, make your way through the Aztec world and take the riches right at the end of it. It's as simple as that. But as I say, if you can see that, like a nice little top-down adventure. You've got a selection of characters that you can choose from. This is what I seen when I actually played it on Saturday. But it's not a bad game at all. Simple, fun, and very addictive. So that's 125, guys. That is Aztec Adventure. Right, 126. I think this is another early release, I think. But a classic arcade transferred from the arcade to obviously the Master System, but with its own spin on it again. Slightly plays different, but everybody will recognise the name. It is obviously Enduro Racer, which is the classic arcade bike game. Obviously the same sort of game, but plays in a different style, because this time you are like a semi-top view down look on the game rather than being full frontal. But as the game reads on the back, fly over barriers, career around corners in a highly competitive race against the clock, over wastelands, deserts, muddy, snowy roads, using wheelie, long jumps and landing techniques, all played on diagonally scrolling backgrounds with a stunning 3-dimension effect. That's exactly what I just said. Nice 3-dimensional effect. It's not a bad game, actually. It's very tough, because I think, if I can remember rightly, you are up against it, because you do have a time limit to get through the entire game. But as I say, really good graphics, really nice board game. I did quite enjoy this. It was one of the early ones that I bought. I've had this for a long time. But really great game. Another one to add to the collection. So there's 126, guys. That is Enduro Racer. 127. One of a pair. Not really a fanatic of F1, but still two games worthy of having. And obviously the first one's going to be Super Monaco GP. And it's not a bad racing game. Very blooming difficult. I've never been able to get to grips with these kind of games. But plays exactly like Formula 1. I think you got your seasons in there, all your tracks. You can play 1 or 2 players as well, so that's quite good. And there's 16 courses on this one. But on it says on the back, Super Monaco GP, a World Championship sends you and your pit crew on a 16-race international circuit, burning rubber with the best drivers around in the position-pounding test of speed, road savvy and endurance. Seriously, it's a very difficult game. I've never got on with it, to be honest with you, but nice graphics for what it is. But there you go, guys. That's 127. 127, and that is Super Monaco GP. Told you this is going to be a short one. Right, 128. 128 is obviously the follow-up to Super Monaco GP, but this is Ayrton Senna's Super Monaco GP2. And the graphics are a lot better on this one than the previous one. Yet again, 16 courses, but this is only a one player, which is kind of weird. But on the back it says, experience the heart-stopping action of F1 racing on the most challenging circuits in the world. You are in control of a precision machine ready to test your skills and abilities to the limit to win the ultimate prize, the Championship Cup. And I've got to say, the last one I thought was quite difficult. This one is even tougher. It is really hard. That's why I can never get on with these types of driving games. But absolutely a vital one, or them pair to the collection anyway. So that's 128, guys, and that is Ayrton Senna's Super Monaco GP2. 129, a Sega classic. Obviously, I don't know whether it come out at the same time as the Master System and the Mega Drive version. I'm assuming it did, but plays just as well, to be honest with you, and graphically quite impressive. And it is Ecco the Dolphin. Really did enjoy the first one on the Mega Drive. Never really played the second one, but as I say, this one I haven't played it. I'm going to be totally admitted to you about this. I haven't played this, so I'm assuming it's going to play the same as the Mega Drive version, probably with slight variations, but graphically it don't look too bad at all. But as it says in the back, Ecco's underwater world has been devastated by a swirling gust of air and water. Help him navigate back to his Dolphin pod through treacherous tropical reefs and freezing polar ice flows. Oh, so yeah, I'm assuming it's playing like the original on the Mega Drive. But as I say, nice graphics, and not a bad game, to be honest with you. Probably not as good as the Mega Drive version, but still a worthy game to add to the collection. So that's 129, guys. That is Ecco the Dolphin. And last but not least, one of my favourite characters of all time. You know what I mean. And it is obviously the classic Spiderman. Love this game on the Mega Drive, and it's no different on the Master System, apart from it's like 20 times harder. Really is difficult, but still do try my hardest to get through this game. But as it says on the back, the Kingpin is back in town, and his latest plan is to destroy Spider-Man. Is by far the most devilish. He has planted a bomb in New York and publicly blamed Spidey. Can you help our hero to defuse and to defuse a desperate situation? I do apologise. It does follow the same process of the Mega Drive Spider-Man, but as I say, this game is definitely harder to do than the Mega Drive one. Go through the Mega Drive one really easy, but even defeating the Kingpin at the end can be a right bugger. But one player, 5 stages, and a really good game to add to the collection. And I'll tell you what I'm having trouble with is getting the Spider-Man Return of the Sinister Six. So much trouble trying to find that. I did have it originally, but I got rid of it because it had no manual. But trying to find a complete version of that. So anybody comes across one that's in good nick, just PM me and let me know, because I wouldn't mind picking it up off you if you've got it, or you find it on eBay in a listing for me. So just keep an eye out for that one, guys, because I'm having trouble with that one. But there you go, guys. That is 130 Spider-Man, and there you have it. Boom. Another 10 to the collection. So, guys, I'm going to leave it there. As per usual, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you next week in the next Man vs Master System. And as always, I am CyberSnake7. Keep playing, guys. Keep watching.